Hello viewers, in this video I'm going to be teaching you how to differentiate by using method of first principle. So we have in the question that y equal to 3x squared, and so we're asked to solve or find dy dx by using first principle. So in first principle, let's write the question asked. So we have y equal to 3x squared. So using method of first principle, we are going to have that a y plus change in y will be equal to 3 into x plus change in x. Because it is all squared, we have 2 here. Okay, so this will be the same thing as saying y plus change in y equal to 3 into, we know that x plus change in x all square is the same thing as saying x plus change in x into x plus change in x. So this is equal to y plus change in y equal to 3 into, let's open this bracket, x times x will give us x squared plus x times change in x will give us x change in x plus change in x times x will give us x change in x plus change in x times change in x will give us change in x all squared. Okay, so having established this, we can now use these 3 to open this bracket. So we are going to have y plus change in y equal to, okay, no, before that, let's solve this. So this will be 3 into, we have x squared here plus x change in x plus x change in x will give us 2x change in x, and then this will be plus this other one change in x all squared. Okay, so having done this, we can now use this 3 to open this bracket. So we are going to have y plus change in y equal to 3 times x squared will give us 3x squared plus 3 times 2x dx will give us 6x dx plus 3 times dx all squared will give us 3 dx all squared. Okay, and so having done this, we can now say, because we are looking for the y dx, so let's move y to the right hand side of the equation, or we can say subtract y from both sides of the equation. Whichever way you want to do it, it will still give you the answer. So we have that, okay, let's say subtract y from both sides of the equation. So when we do that, we are going to have y plus change in y minus y. We are implementing this mathematical statement equal to 3x squared plus 6x change in x plus 3 into change in x all squared minus y. Okay, minus y. So if we look at this y can cancel out this y, and so we are left with change in y equal to 3x squared plus 6x change in x plus 3 into change in x all squared minus y. But recall, we have to recall that y equal to 3x squared. From our question here, y equal to rather 3x squared. So we are going to bring in that value here. So we are going to have that a change in y equal to 3x squared, which is this one, plus 6x change in x plus 3 into change in x all squared minus 3x squared. That's we are replacing y with 3x squared, since y is equal to 3x squared. So from here we can cancel out this, because this is plus and this is minus. So 3x squared minus 3x squared will be 0. So we are left with a change in y equal to 6x change in x plus 3 into change in x all squared. So at this point we can say divide both sides of the equation by change in x. So we say divide both sides of the equation by change in x. So when we implement this, we are going to have that change in y all over change in x, that's for the left hand side, equal to 6x change in x all over change in x plus 3 change in x all squared all over change in x. Okay, so this can cancel out, and this is 1, it can cancel out 1, this is 1 1, and because this, the x change in x all squared is the same thing as change in x times change in x, so 1 here, this change in x will cancel itself 1 and cancel this on 1, so it will take away this. So we are going to be left with our next equation is going to be change in y all over change in x equal to 6x plus 3 change in x. And so since we've gotten to this point, by method of first principle, we can introduce limit. So we said limit of change in x, okay, change in y all over change in x, as change in x tends to 0, will give us the y over the x equal to 6x plus 3, because we are saying change in x tends to 0. Anywhere we see change in x, we write 0 in the right hand side of the equation. So this will give us the y but the x equal to 6x. So viewers, I've been able to solve this question at y equal to 3x squared using method of first principle. Of course, if you want to differentiate this using the power or general method of differentiating polynomials, you understand that your answer will be 6x. But if you are asked to use first principle, this is the approach you use in solving it to arrive at the answer. So that's the final answer to question. Okay, this is a final answer. Thank you.